How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Today is Monday, the 19th of August, 2024. Just doing a real estate tap in with you for today. No major, articles or things that I saw, just over the weekend. Though I'm kind of looking at prices. And it's pretty startling to see some of the prices of some of these properties. I'm here in New Jersey, and there's a lot of areas here, some areas where I grew up in and close to it, where it's kind of unbelievable to see selling multifamily houses for $500,000. And I just don't know who can afford to live in a 2-bedroom for $2,500. Like, you're really being stretched. That's, damn near, you'd have to make, close to $100,000. If that's you by yourself, or if you're a single parent, obviously if you have two incomes, it'd be much easier to afford. But we're talking between $2,500 and $3,000 just for your rent. That doesn't include your, if you have a car payment, your utilities, any other bills that kind of go along with your housing, and with your life. So it's very concerning. And obviously there are other places and markets where it is more affordable, but that is the key right now, is to try and find markets that are affordable, and you're not having people, upwards of 50% of their income going towards their rent. Just saw today GM is laying off 1,000 people. So, when this jobs report comes out, I think it's like the first week in September, unemployment could be somewhere around 4.5% maybe, which is a considerable uptick, because I think right now it's at like 4.3. But people just have to be careful right now. Just understand your financial situation. Are you in a situation where you can withstand, if you possibly lose your job? Do you have 6 months of savings, something like that? You just have to really be careful right now when making these decisions, especially to either invest or to buy. Like I said, with 20% down, you're looking at $100,000 on, between $70,000 to $100,000 on most of these homes. And when it comes to like real estate notes and stuff that we talk about, I mean, you could buy 2, 3, possibly 4 notes that are cash flowing $400 or $500 a piece, as opposed to one rental unit that may cash flow, less than $1,000. And then if something happens with your tenant, getting them out, going through an eviction process, everything like that, and then trying to find another tenant who can afford, what your previous tenant could afford, when possibly the job market has made a turn. So I would say just be careful. I mean, a lot of realtors telling you, oh, you need to buy now. Now's the best time because you could refinance when the rates go down. But if you put out 40, 30, 40,000 or more dollars to buy a home, and then in 6 months refinance, how much is it going to cost you to refinance? And or is the value still going to be there in 6 months, a year? What if your value comes down because they're only going to give you probably about between 70 to 80% of the value to refinance? Or if you're just refinancing to bring down the interest rate, you might save what, $200? If you go from, right now it's about 6.5, if you go down to 6.25, I mean, what is that really saving you? Or in a year from now, if it goes down to, let's say, under 6, anywhere between 5 to 6, that can make a significant difference in your payment. But will you still be employed at that time? Because if they drop rates that dramatically down to, sub 6, possibly sub 5s, that means something broke in the economy. And unemployment is probably going to be over 6%, 7%, something like that, or higher, if the rates go down that low. So, I suggest that you talk to somebody who's a financial advisor before making any type of investment purchase, or just a purchase for yourself. Just try to talk to someone, get a couple of different opinions, and look through certain scenarios. Don't just go ahead and buy something because you've gotten approved. You saved up some money, or you've made money in the stock market or other investments. Try to just do your due diligence and make sure that your worst case scenario, that you can protect yourself and be in good position. But in the meantime, if anybody wants to jump into seller financing or real estate notes, please reach out. There's a lot of opportunity out there for you to be the bank, own these notes. These notes right now a lot of times have a lot of equity, so if somebody does get into trouble, they're most likely going to put their property on the market and try to sell it. And in this way, if you're the bank, you get paid off. So reach out to me. Telephone number 973-475-8488, or investorgmr@yahoo.com. Shoot me an email and let's have a conversation. Talk to you soon.